Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is in collaboration with these two amazing friends of mine who were also my accountability partner in this challenge. I'm gonna leave a link to their videos in the description box, so do check them out too. With that, now let's begin today's video. Waking up with the sound of alarm and going to bed by putting one. This is how our life has become. Do we even have a moment to stand and look into our nature and have a sip of coffee or a drink? We are continuously working by ticking off the list and getting things done. Few days back when I was ticking off my list, I realized there are so many things which I'm not being able to get done. Not even brushing on time at night. I know it's gross. And the only excuse I used to give is that I'm way too busy to do anything. Whenever I used to sit down to work, within few seconds, I used to pick up my phone and start scrolling. More than consciously, it used to happen unconsciously. My finger felt the need to tap on something and my palm felt a need to hold something. And the heights was when I used to sit down to watch television, I always wanted a phone next to me. So that in case if any boring scene comes, I'll just pick up my phone and start scrolling something interesting. Yes, that is how addicted I was. I always wanted one or the other screen in front of me. Fortunately, I don't know how, but somehow it struck me that I'm spending way too much time on my phone and it's really a high time drainer. You need to do something about it. And honestly, I believe the moment you accept that you are doing something wrong and are ready to take action to correct it, half the battle is won. Today I'm gonna share with you few tips which help me to get over my phone addiction and they can help you too. So very first thing is I decided to track my phone usage for next 21 days. For the purpose I downloaded this app called Your Hour. I was already using an app called Rescue Time, but I think that was not helping me that much. However guys, this Your Hour app was slightly a game changer and you'll know exactly why in next few minutes. So yesterday I tracked my entire usage on phone and this is who I am guys. Yes, I am addicted to phone. My entire day usage is around 8 to 9 hours. It is way too much. We have only 24 hours in a day, out of which 8 or 7 hours we sleep and remaining hours we work. If I'm using my phone for remaining 9 hours, it is way too much. So besides tracking my phone every day, I did something else. Earlier, whenever I used to take a break between my work, I used to get on my phone. But now I have decided to do things which are kept pending during a daytime, like in the morning if I have missed cleaning some utensils or just missed chopping something, so that I don't end up spending those 10-15 minutes break on my phone. There must be definitely some reason because of which competitions and challenges are so famous worldwide. And yes guys, this is an excellent feature which this app offers and I just came across it on day 7. So let me tell you first about the 3 challenges which this app has. The very first challenge is a diet challenge. I really like the kind of name it has. So basically in diet challenge, you go on a diet for a day for that particular time. Suppose you choose an app of WhatsApp and you set a diet of 10 minutes. That means you can only use it for 10 minutes during a day. Another challenge was a no phone challenge. So I started with this challenge itself. It's self-explanatory, I don't think so I need to explain it anymore. And the third challenge is a fasting challenge. So fasting challenge is as simple as blocking any app. That is, you fast from particular app. So suppose I put a Netflix or a YouTube on fasting for 2, 4 or 8 hours, I cannot use it for that much time. So as fascinating and interesting these challenges sound, you tell me, when I tell you to quit something, how do you feel? Quitting something feels like a failure. So whenever you try to open any app which you have blocked, or if you are on a no phone challenge and you try to open your phone, this app tells you to quit the challenge. The screen pops up. And guys, trust me, hitting that quit button is not easy. Even if you have a slightest of self-respect or ego, you will not click that button. And that makes a difference. That particular things makes a difference. You know, there is an entire study on the psychology of colors, and all these social media apps which are there, they decide on their logo, the colors on their logo based on the psychology of human beings, how clickable they are. The moment you switch on this grayscale option, which is available in all the phones these days, you will immediately see no color and you won't feel like staying there for longer than 2 or 3 minutes. Setting limits, but not in terms of time. It is the time only of which we lose track of. When I started this challenge, in the initial 10 days, I saw a lot of withdrawal symptoms. Like the time which I was not spending on my phone, I decided to spend it on a television and I started binge watching shows. So rather than deciding that I will watch television for 1 hour or 2 hours, what I did that I will watch an episode if it is of 1 hour, only 1 episode a day. If it is of 20 minutes, then only 2 episodes a day. Now the moment the episode ends, I know it is a time to quit. But if I would have set a time, I would have lost the track of time. Oh my god guys, something really bizarre happened today and I want to share it with you. So today I was using my phone and after a certain time I felt that I have been using it for really long and I'm losing on my challenge and all that stuff. And it did not happen once, it happened twice or I think thrice. And every time when I went back and checked, I have only used my phone for 10 to 15 minutes. You know, what does this mean? This means that I have become more conscious about the usage of my phone. Like I can feel the value of time I'm spending on my phone. Another technique which I tried is a deep work session. Deep work session is focusing on some work without any distraction for an hour or 2. Here again, my Your Hour app came very handy. I used to put a no phone challenge there and start focusing on my project. Although switching off the notifications also help while working, but I believe that putting your phone at no phone challenge where your screen comes to quit it works the wonders and is the best way for a deep work session. Today is the last day of giving this challenge to me and I don't think this challenge ends here. Although in fact now it does not even sound like challenge, it sounds really weird saying that because it has become a part of my life, how I want to live my life, and it is making me a better person, so I really enjoy it. Through this process I learned to live in present, being more mindful about my surroundings and got a chance to do things which I really loved. Also, I found a sense of calm in my heart and soul. I think it is because of less scrolling on the social media and less comparison around it. The app says now I am a dependent person in place of addicted. That is, I have been able to bring down my time by 50%. From 9 hours, I am now up to 4.5 hours something. I know there's still a long way to go and I'll keep working on it. I would certainly urge others to try this. Just track your phone time for a day or 2 or a week and see how much time you are spending on your phone. You always say, I'm very busy to do this, I'm very busy to do that. Just have a reality check. Are you really busy or you are just sounding and keeping yourself busy? That's it for today guys. If you like this video a bit, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Until next time, take care, bye bye.